Real life street stars. We in this bitch with somebody with motherfucking family. Britt Lorrain.
What's up?
What's up? But we here for something very special, something very near and dear. She has promoting her brand, her clothing line, NUMB, and we're just here to get a little background on it. So very dope clothing. Got all the shit that you need, men and women clothing.
Definitely a deeper meaning to NUMB, though. So before we get into the story, give us the acronym for NUMB that you gave me off camera.
So NUMB, my meaning of NUMB is never underestimate mental bonds. So
that's real profound. Like when we talk about mental and bonds, there's nothing more powerful than a mental bond.
Exactly.
So let's talk about the clothing line and how it all came. There's actually a story behind how this even came about. So we're going to dig a little deep.
Okay.
We're going to be as sensitive as we can for the subject because this is a deep subject.
Okay, now if I cry, cut. Now just playing.
Tears on the camera. So let's talk about what inspired the clothing line NUMB.
Okay. So I realized I was in a state, 3/30/20, the date where I really realized I was in a state of being numb. Went through some stuff that a lot of people I feel like can relate to, but went through some really dark stuff. And I found myself sitting at home being numb.
No.
Like I found myself not wanting to go nowhere, not wanting to hang out with friends, not wanting to respond to text messages, not wanting to do the normal stuff, take a shower, eat. And I noticed like my friends would hit me up and be like, hey, Brittany, you good? I know you just went through some stuff. You good? How you feeling? And the only word that I could come up with was numb. I was like, I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm here. I'm doing what I need to do. So I realized being in a numb state, you can really lose yourself. People
Right.
are so caught up on the physical and you have to worry about your mental.
Right.
If your mental is not together, nothing else is going to fall in place. Your physical is not going to fall in place. Your relationships, your life, it's not going to fall in place because your mental's not right.
So let's talk about NUMB. Just let's talk about the state of numb, right? A person can go numb from a lot of different things, right? In your scenario, do we want to touch on exactly why? Can we talk about it? I mean, we don't have to say the name. We can just talk about
a relationship that took a turn for the worse.
Right.
That I did not think ever would get to that point.
Right.
And I never expected it. Never expected what happened to happen. And when I say relationship, you know, for me, it was a relationship. For some people, it's work. For some people, it's family.
Right.
For some people, it's, you know, so.
And people go through, you know, men, women, we all go through something in our life that can traumatize us or get us into that numb state. For you, while you were in that state, what brought you out of that state? Like, was it friends? Was it family? Was it meditating? What did you do to help yourself get out of that state? And what advice would you give to others that are going through what you went through to get out of that state?
Oh man, that's tough. I didn't really realize I was numb until I kept seeing the word. Friends would text me, I would see it on TV, I would read it on social media, and I was like, man, like, what is going on? And then, you know, people would hit me up and be like, I haven't seen you in forever. I finally got to where I stopped responding to people. And I realized what really got me out, I will be honest with you, prayer, number one. I prayed so much. I cried so many nights, so many days. I do have a really big support system, friends, coworkers, family, the continuous messages of people just checking up on me. But I will be honest, what got me out of that state is me. To sit there and to just be complacent or to feel no emotions, I was like, this is not me. Like, everybody who knows me knows I'm like, what's up? Like, let's turn up.
I'm a man. The crazy part is when I first met Britt, she was just so fun loving. She instantaneously, like, became a nigga friend.
Yes.
Like, and it's like she didn't, when you see her like the first time I had ever seen her, of course, it was on IG where every other nigga has seen her. But then you meet her in person and you expecting one thing and it's totally that. So to see you go from that to just being in a state of where you don't have any emotion, you don't feel, it was fucked up. So was it something that crept up on you? Did you see it coming? Did you feel it coming? Like, or was it just a surprise? Like one day you was just like, man, I'm fucked up.
It's hard because I don't, like, because I was so numb, I don't really remember that got me to that deep, dark place. But I do know that for a while I was feeling emotions, but I never addressed them. So when that blow up happened, it was like, oh man, like, yeah, I'm done. I'm good. I don't care no more. And it just, I really sank low. But like I said, I got myself out of that state because I was like, man, like, so many people rock with me. So many people probably missed me. Like, I had friends who was like, man, I haven't heard from you. I'm just checking on you. And I don't know what it was, but one day I was like, I numb no more. I'm not numb no more. I can't do it no more.
That's what's up.
And I read, I prayed. I started reaching out to friends and family who I knew really cared about me and loved me. And every day got better. Every day got better. I really did. And it was, I still have my moments where I'm like, a little numb to some stuff, but I got to look at the bigger picture. We, as people in general, don't look and take mental health seriously.
Right.
And it is so important. Mental health is so important. It can make or break you. And I get in my own head a lot. Like, I will tell myself, man, like, I'm numb today, or I feel like I don't care today, or what. But you got to start speaking positive to yourself, because everything that you say out loud mentally, you take it in. So you got to start saying positive stuff, because we can't walk around numb. We got to be willing to speak to somebody about it.
That's a fact. Especially, there's a saying that says, check on your strong friends, right? And I feel like you're probably the strong friend to a lot of people, and they may have missed that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what advice would you give somebody who has the strong friend that they might not even know, right? Because as a strong friend, a lot of times you guys hold things in. You don't really say anything until it becomes a real big problem, and then you just go missing, right? What are some of the signs that people need to look out for when they're looking at their strong friends and they may or may not be going through some things? What are some things that we can look for?
I will say the number one advice I would give someone, I had a friend say it to me on social media, real sweet girl. I love her. She's from Atlanta. She said sometimes, you know, people don't even need you to do nothing for them. People don't even need you to pull up, show them love, buy them anything, take them to lunch. Sometimes they just want to hear that you care. It's just about asking, hey, are you good? A simple text message can go a long way. A simple phone call can go a long way. I feel like we miss that as people. Simply just, we have our phones in our hands 24/7. So if you see someone is maybe not as active as they used to be, or you haven't heard from them, simply just saying, hey, I was thinking about you today. Hope all is well. That means so much for people who are struggling inside. Just simply seeing that message can brighten someone's day and can get them out of their mental. The little things. And it's like, my advice would be to anyone who is feeling numb. I've had so many people reach out to me on social media when I first introduced NUMB to the world, and it was like, man, I don't know what it means, but I know I've been feeling kind of numb lately. You do not have to suffer in silence. Speak out, even if it's to someone that you don't know, a complete stranger. Like, speak out. Don't walk around feeling numb, because that can get you into a dark place, and it's hard to get out. I know, I'm firsthand, but mental health is so important. And I think that we as people need to stop overlooking it, stop saying it, oh, that person's just crazy, or that person's got an attitude. No, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And mental bonds, whether it be work, family, relationship, kids, spouse, it can really take a toll on you.
Now, out of all the ways, out of all the avenues you could have chosen to, you know, present this message and try to help people, you chose clothing. Why?
Because I feel like, who doesn't like to throw on something and feel good? Like, look in the mirror and be like, man, I look good. I'm about to go out. I'm about to be stunting on people. And I feel like If you can't express yourself verbally, why not express yourself physically? Why not throw on a shirt that says numb and get the conversation started? You wear a shirt that says numb, people are gonna be like, hey, why your shirt say numb? You're gonna talk about it. And then you're gonna find yourself talking about why you're numb, or you knew somebody that was numb. I feel like just putting on something, and that's part of the reason why I did it on your chest, because I want you to know, like, your heart does not have to be numb. Your mind does not have to be numb. You can put this shirt on, and whether you want to talk about it, somebody gonna ask you about it, and you're gonna express yourself.
Now you went ahead and took it one step further. You got the whole neck piece. What was the thought process behind that decision?
Numb is my baby. I had felt it. When it hit me, I was just sitting at home one night by myself, and I was like, yeah. And it just kept flowing. It kept flowing. And I told myself, whenever I got numb, I noticed I got a knot in my throat. Like, I couldn't talk. Like, I would be like, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm chilling. What you mean? I'm cool. Like, and I started being like, you know what? I'm not, because why come when somebody asked me how I'm feeling, I would be like numb, and it's hard to swallow. It's hard to talk. I couldn't just say, I'm sad, I'm suffering, I'm going through stuff. I would always just, I'm good. So I wanted to get it on my throat, because I feel like that is a reminder every day. When you start feeling numb, don't hold back. Speak. Don't let that numb lock you up and cause you not to really reach out for help and speak to somebody.
Now, I know you've gotten a lot of feedback from the tattoo.
Yeah.
It's a conversation piece for Shit Show. Do you feel like that decision is going to hinder you in the future?
I don't. One thing about me is I like to express myself. Hair, artwork, piercings, tattoos. A lot of people do ask me already what it stands for, why I got it there. I don't feel like it's going to hinder me, because if anything, it's going to draw attention and it's going to get the conversation started. I'm all about attention.
It's a great promotional piece for Shit Show.
Now,
Isn't that noticeable?
yeah, you thugging. You thugging out here. She's thugging. Oh, I was impressed to find out you made the actual design of NUMB. Now, I didn't know that you carry so many talents. So you being a graphic designer, how did you come up with the design for the shirt?
Sitting at home, and I used to draw back in high school and stuff like that. And I was sitting at home, and NUMB kept popping up. So and it was a time where I was emotional. I was crying, sad, I was mad. I just picked up a pen and paper, a black pen, a real wet, inky pen, and I just started writing NUMB. And I started drawing, and I noticed over time, without realizing it, the letters kept getting thicker and thicker and thicker. And I was like, you know what? I'm really liking this. And I felt like my pain was put into this logo. How I felt in my dark state was put into this logo, and I want to share that with people. I feel like anybody can go get letters from a website and font. No, I want my pain to be in this logo. I want my pain to be in the NUMB, because I want people to really be able to relate with me and feel like it's okay. It's okay to speak on this. The U is lowercase and red for a reason. I know a lot of people have been asking me about that. The U itself is lowercase because in a state of being numb, you feel your smallest, you feel your lowest, you feel like, dang, like I'm worthless. I'm not worth nothing. And that red is for pain. If you feel like you're lowest and you feel like you're in pain and you can't talk to nobody, speak out.
Like, I feel you on that, because like when I go through shit, I'm the type of person, I'll just disappear, right?
Yeah.
So now that you're back, right? How do we get, like, support the friends and family to make sure we never go back in that state, right? Because I feel like with scenarios when it comes to, dealing with men, women, those can reoccur just because the person's still there. You might see them again, or they might reach back out, things like that. How do we get to the point where you stay out of the NUMB?
Right. That's a good question. I think I'm still working on it. I will say reading has helped me so much. Just educating myself on self-improvement, empowerment. Friends, I will say friends have helped me just going to do stuff that you enjoy, that you love, but it all starts with you. I cannot explain how I came out of that numb state. I just know I was numb no more. I wasn't going to put up with it. I wasn't going to be down anymore.
Numb no more. Got to be the next shirt.
Numb no more.
Numb no more. I just told myself, you're better than this. You're going to overcome this. And you were numb, but you numb no more.
Now, past all that, you've been getting a lot of overwhelming support, and you make all this shit yourself. How much work have you been doing to put this shit together? And do you have any help?
I really don't have too much help. I've had some friends here and there that will come, fold some shirts for me, but I do it all myself, do it all from home, because I want to make sure that every item that I touch that goes out to people, you feel my energy and my soul on that item. You feel that, yes, I was once where you are. I was once numb, but when you put this shirt on, you should feel empowered. You should feel like, dang, this girl touched my shirt that was in this state and I got it. Now I know I can get out of this state. Like, I know that she turned her pain into power. So it's one of those things where I told myself, every item that goes out, I want to touch it. I want to touch it.
Now, when shit carries meaning, shit gets lost in translation, much like FUBU, it stood for us, by us. And eventually it just turned into some nigga shit. Niggas it didn't have no power, no message, because niggas are just wearing it and they trying to look cool. Do you feel that their clothing could get so big that it could potentially lose its message?
Definitely not. One thing I will stand by 100%, my message will not get lost, because mental illness was here before. Mental health was here now. Mental health is going to be here in the future. The problem is people are not speaking about it. People are too caught up on the physical bonds that they have with people. Worry about the mental, because it's the mental that will really have you effed up.
Facts.
And your mental state is going to be here till the day you die. So you can choose to deal with it now or 10 years from now. And 10 years from now, guess what? Numb's still going to be around.
That's facts. And so for those people who are numb or trying to be out of the numb and want a shirt and want to represent that they are numb no more, where can they go and find these shirts and purchase and support?
So it's NUMBbyBrittLorrain.com. So, or my Instagram, Britt Lorrain 7. I also have a NUMB by Britt Lorrain Instagram. Any of those.
Yeah, follow the NUMB by Britt Lorrain, because you whole ass niggas be in the, you just in the way. So go ahead and just follow the apparel site.
But yeah, definitely NUMBbyBrittLorrain.com. I try to update the website daily. I'm the type of person, when you order, you're going to get your order shipped out within 2 to 3 days. Like, I'm not playing around, because I want that numb on your chest, and I don't want you to be numb no more.
That's what's up. And for those who don't know, what all apparel do you have? You have shirts. I see you got the face masks to cover up the mask.
Yes, COVID right now, so I gotta add something on your face.
Very smart. You have hoodies.
I got hoodies. I got shirts. I do have sweatpants. I've got custom items, which are Britt Lorrain, not really tied to NUMB. I'll be coming out with some. I say beer glasses, but they're just cups, NUMB cups. If you want to drink your coffee, your tea, NUMB shot glasses. So every month I'm gonna drop a new item. Basketball shorts are gonna be released hopefully in the next week or so. So
oh wow,
yeah, it's gonna be
when
NUMB City.
When will we get the NUMB draws?
The NUMB draws.
The NUMB.
The NUMB
and when you
draws.
be modeling the NUMB?
Well, I will say this: I have had a couple of ladies hit me up about some NUMB thongs.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to get them in the work. I got to make sure the NUMB is visible.
And Real Life needs to shoot that. That photo shoot.
No, I'm going to try to get the NUMB draws popping off here soon. I had a couple ladies ask me when I'm doing the NUMB, but I do have some NUMB ladies biker shorts. They're going to have NUMB on the back. So
Hey.
yeah, so we're gonna have some ladies in that.
Well, Britt, man, it's a pleasure, man. We love the brand. We love everything you doing.
Thank you.
You know you family. You know,
Black woman, I'm so glad you came up out of that.
if you ever going through anything, you know you can call your family because we gonna ride like a motherfucker.
Yes,
We gonna stomp a
thank
nigga
you.
to the ground. You hear me?
I appreciate you
All
guys. Y'all been
pussy
really
ass
rocking with
bitch.
me from the beginning.
A
So I
nigga or a
appreciate it.
bitch will stomp him to the ground, man. We are NUMB and you are a real life street star.
Thank you.
Shout out Reallyfe Street Stars, nigga. Move. Hey.